I gotta say, for every girl out there, if you want decadent, delicious, hypnotic, enchanting, something that says, come hither, hello lover, you want this. I have sold a lot of fragrances in the almost 25 years that I've been here at HSN. It is I'm sure somebody's gonna point some fingers at me somewhere. This is my favorite fragrance I have ever sold at HSN, ever. And I've been here almost 25 years, and I am very, very picky about fragrance because I have allergies. I'm very fragrance sensitive. I'm not the only one who raves about this. Almost a perfect 5-star rating as a customer pick. 4.9. Now, they don't do this for anybody else. You're gonna hear Kara describe this lovely, really, it's so distinctive, it's so unique, it's so funny. My team behind the scenes tonight, I do a lot of beauty shows with them. Every single person who's been live, socially distanced from me, has done this. Because you've never smelled anything like it. 30-day return policy, the 1.7 ounce sells for almost $100, and then separate boxes. You get the 0.7 as well, 633414. I'd love for you to see the quantity left because we will sell this out in this show. Fewer than 500. I defer to the expert, the hypnotic, the enchanting, dare I say, deliciously decadent Kara Lee Chamberlain is back.
Ooh, I love it. Keep going. Keep going.
Exactly. Kara,
I feel like I should turn the lights down and light the candles behind me. That's what La Nuit Tresor is all about. It is, Tresor is where it all began for us at Lancome. We began as a fragrance house back in 1935, and so many fragrances come and go, but Tresor has endured because women fell in love with it decade after decade. But this isn't the Tresor from 1992. This is the new, sexy, irresistible version. We call it the Black Diamond of Lancome fragrances because it's more sexy and irresistible and feminine and radiant. It starts with lychee and raspberry, and that's the reaction that everybody on the crew, Shannon, is giving you, because those two subtly sweet fruits at the top is not overbearing, it's not too sugary, but it turns your head the moment you spray it, and then when it kisses your skin, it gives this subtle sweetness. Then we added rose and incense. Now, this damascena rose, which is a very light, effervescent rose, it's at the heart of all of our Tresor fragrances, is twisted with the scent of incense. So this soft floral gets warmer, and La Nuit Tresor is about opposites attracting. So these two very different notes combine and twist together to bring this soft floral warmth. Then we had a surprise in this Tresor scent, and the surprise is vanilla orchid because it's very cozy and clean. And the other surprise is praline. Praline is an edible note. Praline is in another one of our fragrances that makes you say yum. And in this fragrance, it gives that yumminess where people just stand a little closer and linger a little longer. And then Shannon, the dry down, that makes you just want to lie down and light the candles. That is the patchouli and the papyrus. That is just woodsy and warm and cozy, and it just embraces you and hugs you. This bottle is exquisite. It's very different from it's the beautiful diamond of Tresor, but it's meant to lie on its side. I only have the middle-sized bottle, so I'm sorry, this is the one of my personal one at home, so I don't have the two sizes to show you. I know Shannon has them there, but when you wear this, when you lift off the diamond cap, you spray it on your skin, it is irresistible. It is sexy, it is feminine, it's mysterious, it's radiant, it's delicate, and it is just so unique and so different. And Shannon, that's why I know you love it, because you do smell so many fragrances every day, and this is so different. It's exquisite.
It really is. And I hope, whether you're new to HSN or you recognize the name Lancome or you're channel surfing, I really want you to try this one. And I know it's a pretty bold statement, and I know fragrance in particular is such an intimate and personal thing. But if you love the embrace and the warmth of some of those dry down notes, but I think it's the edibles that lift this up. It's perfect. It is a dynamic. When I say intriguing and hypnotic, it is not heavy where you say, oh, I can't, it's not a summer fragrance. This is as distinct as we are. And I have to say, you don't do this for anybody else in the world. At this point, we have the final 400. They are individually boxed. And remember that now this is the 1.7. That is almost $100 if you go to your Lancome counter. So that basically pays for the purchase. I do, and then of course you also get the 0.7. I do not believe that we are ever going to be able to get this back. This is an opportunistic buy. You get a 30-day return policy, and everything on Lancome has free shipping. So with free shipping and for $34 on your credit card, I think we've certainly been forced to nest, whether you are a homebody or not. But to me, I'm missing the loving embrace of my family. I'm on vacation next week, but I can't, I personally just didn't, want to risk, just we all have our comfort level, but I'm not going home like I would like to. And it was my nephew's birthday yesterday, and I can tell you, yeah, we can Skype and we can Zoom, we can do all this, but boy, I miss that human touch, and I miss those hugs, and I miss, snuggling their little faces. And this, to me, has that warmth, that embrace, that caress, that intimacy, but yes, I say hypnotic and heady, but not with a heaviness. And in fact, you read that review at the bottom, I think it's interesting because the warm spice is not at all heavy. And so it's interesting because for fragrance to get almost perfect ratings, it's special. And with the final 400, we will eliminate every single one in this show. 30-day return policy. We will remind you about the today's special briefly if we can. But Kara, don't you think, and you do such an amazing job of describing everything, but to me, this is one they almost have to get at home. I mean, because even with the fragrance notes and the description, it's just like, you don't get it until you get it.
Nothing quite. I do my best. I try so hard to get you to imagine what it smells like. But when I talk about lychee and raspberry and rose and incense and praline and vanilla orchid, like you think those are things that are unfamiliar with us. They're not common notes we smell every day. But the French parfumers that crafted this scent and put them together in these beautiful pyramid of scents that just twist and they bounce off each other. It is something that you have to try it. You've got to get it home. I know, Shannon, it happened to you today. It happens to me every time I take it out. This is one of those fragrances that I have to be honest, it's not the one I grab all the time. And I kind of forget about it. And then we say we're going to air it, or I find it on my vanity and I go, oh, let me take this out again. And then I do. And I forget how much I love it because it's so unique and bright and sexy and elegant and mysterious. It's almost indescribable. This is the hardest one for me to talk about on air, but it's so worth it to get it home and try it.
It is final 300, and it's you don't get it until you get it fragrance. And Kara, for me, I say, listen, I love the fragrances that I have, and whether it's Tresor or any of the great things that you do, this is the one that I do for me. You know what I mean? It's sometimes we put in fragrance, it's like, oh, my husband likes this, or oh, I'm gonna wear this around my kids, or this is the one I do for me,
Yeah. So, I love that, Shannon. And you know what? And right now, I think we're all caring for everyone around us so much. And I know that the only way you can care for the people around you, even if they're at a distance, is to take care of yourself first. And one of the easiest way to feel good, to comfort yourself and to lift your spirits is to put on a fragrance that makes you feel good. And that's what this does for you. I know it does it for me.
It does indeed. Hey, last 300. Hey, by the way, if you were trying to get through in our today's special, Kara and Robert will be back in beauty.